Up for sale is this 2004 Chevy Suburban. This vehicle is a one-owner car. It is super clean inside and out. The body is in unbelievable condition, as well as the interior. Okay, there's no stains in the seats. The carpeting in the vehicle was great. This car was always serviced by Suncoast GM dealer out in Long Branch, New Jersey, where the car was purchased at. The car was gone through. This car has so much maintenance work done to this car, it's unbelievable. I myself have put over $2,000 in this car in the past 2 weeks, just getting ready for sale. This car belonged to my wife's uncle. They bought it brand new. As I mentioned, always service. The transmission in this car was also rebuilt by GM, by the dealership, I believe 3 years ago. So that's all been done. Since I have the car for the past 2 weeks, I put 4 brand new rotors on the car, brake pads all around, 4 brand new calipers, new brake lines, new power steering lines, new power steering cooler. All 4 window regulators I've changed. This car, a common issue is the dash cluster. The bulbs die out and the cluster like goes blank. And this car, I sent it out to a factory. I had it totally rebuilt. We serviced the 4-wheel drive on the car. It works perfectly. It's a brand new switch, a brand new transfer case motor in the car. What else have I done to it? I put a new door latch here, new master window switch. So these things go after a while, very common. I replaced that. We serviced the AC system, all new belts, new idler pulleys, new oil, and new Freon in the system. I mean, even put new batteries in the remotes, and even in the key remotes. We have 2 remotes left. I am a mechanic, so I went through the car top to bottom, and I did all the work on the car. Everything the car needed or could have needed in the future has been done. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little video showing you all the car's features and showing that they all work, because they all do. This car is a high mile vehicle, has 250,000 miles on it, but it was driven on the highway. The guy who owned the car traveled 300 miles every day back and forth to work, so that's why it has the miles. But it was always highway miles. It was always maintained, and this car is probably cleaner than anyone you're gonna find with lower miles. Even the keys work. The remotes and the keys work. It'll open the lock the locks, it'll sound the alarm, everything. I mentioned 2 keys and 2 remotes for this car. Start the car up. Okay. As I mentioned, it has 250,000 miles on it. When I sell it, it'll have about 1,000 miles more on it, because this car is driving from New York to South Carolina tomorrow. So I have a little bit more miles on it. But that's a testament to the car's quality. I'm willing to drive this car 12 hours to where it's being sold. So, okay, 250,000 miles. The car has no warning lights on of any type, no issues, no errors. The car rails beautifully. Okay, signals work. Hazards work. Wipers work. Car has cruise control here. I did try it on the highway. The cruise did work. This car has the towing package in the rear. It has the heavy duty towing package. It has the hookup for the power. The winch is back, not the winch, the trailing winch is back there. It was an option. They did buy it because they did use this car for everything. Horn works. Radio controls work. Everything in this car does work. All the little buttons here for different features of the car, gas range, all those things, they all work. Come over here for 4-wheel drive. As I mentioned, the 4-wheel drive in this car just totally serviced. And these cars too, again, common problems. The 4-wheel drive, the switch panel gives out, and the encoder motor gives out, or the transfer case motor as you call it, and that was all replaced. The differential back there, the fluid's replaced, the motor's new, the switch is new. All the car's headlights and taillights do work. I tried everything. All the dome lights go on. Okay. Fog lights, you can see the light down here even works for the fog lights, and they do turn on, and I believe I did have them on. Mirrors move nice and freely. Okay, no problem with that. Window lockout switch works. Power windows work, as I mentioned too. Just had the regulators and the motors on this car changed. All 4 windows. Okay, power locks. No issue there. This car does have the Bose sound system in it. They did buy the Bose upgrade. Power seats. No issue there at all.
That is about.
Radio works fine. And no problem with the radio at all. It has the cassette and the CD. And this is the Bose as I mentioned. AC in the car blows ice cold. As a matter of fact, I'm going to keep it on because it's 90 degrees here in New York. Rear defroster. All different settings work. The heat works. The AC works. All different fan settings work. So, no issues at all. Cigarette lighter. Never smoked in. This is a non-smoking family. The car was never smoked in. Cup holders. Ashtray. You can see it's brand new, never used. Console, plenty of storage here. Glove box, you'll find that the owner's manuals are still in the plastic. They never even took the owner's manuals out. As I mentioned, all the factory mats are here, also in the rear. You'd be really hard pressed to find a car in this condition like this, and just, you know. Sun visors, when you open them, they illuminate the way they should. Rear AC in the car works. Not sure if you can hear it or not, but the rear AC goes on. Front dome lights go on. Garage door openers work. Rear dome lights. Here's the rear AC controls, and over here you also have rear audio controls. Headphone jacks for the radio and stuff, people in the back. Third row seating, of course. Headliner is in pristine condition, not falling down or ripped or torn. Mats in the car are in great shape, especially for the miles. I mean, for an 04 car, this kind of miles on. As I mentioned, you would be hard pressed. This is probably the cleanest 04 Suburban I've ever seen. I've had them with 60,000, 70,000 miles on. The seats are all ripped. This car, not the case. Door panels, perfect condition, not broken, not cracked, not ripped. Oh, over here too, you have your power pedals. They do work. A lot of times these pedals in this car don't work. This does. As I mentioned, I changed so many parts in this car, just making it perfect, because that's where I am. When I have a car, I need it perfect. I can't drive something with lights on the dashboard and things flashing and, you know, been neglected. So, and before I got it, the car was always dealer maintained. I have some of the dealer records for the car as well. So, when you buy the car, I'll give you all the records that I do have for it. Okay. I think that's it. Any questions about the car? Feel free to email me. Give me a call anytime. My name and number is on the eBay listing. Thanks and good luck bidding.